Alright. Hey guys, welcome to Camp Race League, and for the first time ever in serial history, and I am being for real about this, we are racing at Memphis Motorsports Park. So this track, I know they raced in NASCAR back in the day for the back the Nationwide Series and the Truck Series. Fun fact, you can kind of see the little logos for both the series actually in the infield. But yeah, so first time ever here at Memphis, and honestly, I would say this is pretty similar to Calebville Raceway. And whenever I do the Adidas Cup Series Season 4, I guess you'll see why when you see the schedule. Guess a little spoilers, people do watch our videos a little bit. But yeah, so Caleb Campbell is actually on the pole today, and just like in the 2000 season, this is his return race to the series after that little suspension, that little storyline we had. Of course, I think last week was the last race I ran was Red Atlanta in this series, and Emma Bartley got the win there after having the pole and dominating her way through the race there that day. Jed Turner started second today. Matt Holder, Brady C, Eli Johnson starting top 5. It's like Nick Owens. Emma Bartlett's top 10 starting day. Joshua Bartlett, Latonya Gray, and Kinsley Hassel are starting in your top 10. And it kind of reveals the field here. So I believe Jalen Bales and Jalen Turner, they're top 2 in the points starting back. Oh, and Jace Turner, is he in trouble already again? Yep, the 8 car is blowing up again. You know, I think I said this in the Road Atlanta race. I'm going to find a new number 8 car. And yeah, Jace already blowing up on the start as I'm going through the starting grid before we get started this race here. So, yeah, so as that's happening, so we can tell that Jace won't be in this race today, unfortunately. But yeah, so as that's happening, come on, turn number 4 here in a second. We'll get to the green flag here instantly in Memphis. This will actually be a pretty short feeling race today. So I'm actually not going to do any cuts, but I do cut at the beginning of the video for during the racing. If there's cautions, of course, I'll cut throughout the cautions. But anyway, Caleb Campbell Willie is here from the pole. 40 laps here in Memphis. And we are racing, I believe, in North Tennessee, out here. And Caleb Campbell already a strong start here going to turn 1. So like I said, this will probably be a bit of a sprint race today because the race length for this track on the percentage I do for these races is set, I guess, like an Xfinity, real life Xfinity style race. So yeah, the lap length is very short here at Memphis. So yeah, this will be a pretty quick one day here in this one. Caleb Campbell will lead the first ever lap out of this track. So just like Calebville Raceway, Caleb Campbell made that track himself back in the day, in the VMR days. This track is very similar to that racetrack. So yeah, so of course Caleb Campbell easily going to lead here early in this one. And yeah, Jay Turner second. Like I said, it looks like Jay's out of the race already on the start. I don't even see him scoring anywhere. Or is he running on the track still? No, he is not. So yeah, fortunate for Jace Turner once again losing an engine and we'll start this race here. And yeah, it's Caleb Campbell leading here early on. Jed Turner in second, Brady C up in third, Madison Holder in fourth. Good start for her day this one. You know, I would say between her Kinsley and Carrington, I'll say she's really been the only one I haven't really been able to figure out for where she runs best. I mean, a little bit of short tracks kind of set me in my head a little bit. I think the road courses among those three and the newer drivers, and right now she's kind of showing that she can run well short track here early on in this one. Nick Owens running here too, and Owens looking for that first career win. Right now running for this one, he likes Joshua Bartlett. Emma Bartlett, last race winner at Red Atlanta. Up here, top 10, odds per top 10, and bit of a hornet's nest around here. Jalen Bales, current points leader at the moment, and Kinsley Hassel up here. She's been very strong, but it's had really only 2 bad races so far. On both road courses too, actually, funny enough, that now to mention it. Yeah, she's trying to find her ground here, and hopefully we'll have a good day here this week. And she's, I believe, 3rd in the standings as one of the drivers in this field here. And you got William Bales past 8, second back to fourth back here as well. Everybody else in the field here, just short track racing here in Memphis early on. So we are currently 5 laps in this one, and 29 of the 30 cars on track. And Caleb Campbell pulling away here. This is Caleb's first X-Series race back and forth. I just did the 2000 recording, and I ran both those races last week. I think, like I said, I ran I think the first 3 races in one day. Then I ran Homestead on Thursday morning before work, whenever Road Atlanta was coming up on the channel. And yeah, I'll go say for Homestead next race in this series, I had a lot of fun with that race. So I cannot wait to commentate that one. I think I may have spoiled the finish, but nobody really cared. Where I kind of spoiled it, but it was a really good race, and I can't wait for it to come out on the channel. But yeah, Caleb Campbell dominating her earlier in Memphis a little bit. So yeah, the speed rating is probably a little off too with the cars too, by the way. So that's probably why Caleb was kind of gone here a moment. But we're gonna look at Millfield here for a second, and we'll be back here in a few moments. And I'm gonna let them race around here for a little bit. And oh, never mind that. Kinsley Hassel gets turned into the wall of Madison Yates, and caution is out on lap 8. The 48 just got turned right as I was about to let the whole field race around for a bit. Madison Yates gets into Kinsley Hassel. So yeah, AI on AI Rex here, and it was a female driver on a female driver too, and Madison Yates, the winningest one. Kinsley Hassel definitely showing some of her talents, and definitely won't get to show any more of it today because I believe she'll be out of the race with this incident. And yeah, the 98 just bumped into her into the inside wall. Big hit in the inside wall for Kinsley, then straight up to the outside wall. And Madison also went to the wall too after. I think the damage on the 48 is enough to get her out of the race here. And Madison is still going to be in the race if I remember correctly. But yeah, Madison got into the 48 there. You know, Kinsley, really good start to the season. Unfortunately, like we'll have our first year DNF. Yeah, Maddie DNF actually at Auto Club where Madison Yates flipped there in that wreck that Maddie ended up DNFing everyone. So yeah, so for Kinsley gets turned here, both Madison and Kinsley damage here in this one. Kinsley will be out of the race, unfortunately. Madison Yates still in the race, and we'll go back green here. And if you're most Memphis, well, first we'll get one more car flying by here. Let's do Kirsten, actually. And we'll be back here in a few moments. All right, back here in Memphis. So I actually watched the whole entire left turn 500 too after this. I think in the New Hampshire recording, that video actually came up today, and of course I watched it earlier. While that video was struggling to edit, and fun fact, I kind of took a note to myself saying, hey, why not just come back to commentating under the caution right before the green instead of waiting a whole lap sometimes, because yeah, it won't really matter sometimes for some things, I guess, whatever. But yeah, Kale Kimpel in the lead here at Memphis, and I felt like to say something else, but I remember. Oh yeah, Kinsley is out of the race course. Madison, I believe, is 1 to 2 laps down. She's 1 lap down right now. And yeah, chased her out of the race earlier from that engine failure. Back here in Memphis, and you know, I did say I was going to kind of let y'all, or just this video where I wasn't going to make any cuts, let the racing happen. Well, now we're back under green, nearing halfway already here. Like I said, this will be a sprint race too today. I'm going to let some racing action go on, and we'll watch actually the middle of the field here, as that 7 car is very strong here early on this one. Also, fun fact too, with Kale be back in this race, Kale's looking to go 3-for-3. We're kind of 3 in a row in this series here, and every single lap in the race. He lit every lap in Nashville and won, every lap at Kentucky and won. Of course, missed out Road Atlanta, and yeah, back here. I mean, Emma Bartlett didn't lead for every lap of Road Atlanta, so I guess if Kale wins this one here right now, in the last 4 races, the race winner would have led every single lap. Let's see, we're running order right now, so here's the winning keep. That's who I was looking at earlier. I guess I'll do like whatever ESPN did back in the day, where you still hear commentators talking about, I feel like talking. I don't got any trash talk anyway, though, so let's see. So I'm just looking at how the field's running here in this one. But yeah, I think I said too in the New Hampshire race, which that video just uploaded to YouTube whenever I'm recording this one. And honestly, if I feel like I might just upload this tonight, honestly, and just go ahead and get overdone for the 2000 series race. And yeah, like I said, I ran Martinsville before doing this, and I'll probably do the same thing where I might try to run. I think it's Pikes Peak next in the series. And Pikes Peak is actually another track I'm pretty excited for doing on the channel, because I never done a video on YouTube for the race. I, of course, the league did race there in the past, the other series. Oh, and yeah, I think LaTonya Grace Daytona win also came up, so yeah, she's at 3-1, but I don't remember what I said. I think LaTonya Grace win, yeah, came up. Or yeah, I posted it, of course, after the Road Atlanta race. I don't remember I made hints at it during that race, actually. And, let's see, Sonoma. So, Sonoma, what did I work for this thing? I might work on doing Sonoma on Wednesday still this week. That's where I've been doing racing, trying to do racing that recently. Or I can still do Thursday morning or Thursday night, because I should be off Thursday night for work. Yeah. I think my friend comes in, my coworker friend comes and does expo that night. Oh yeah, because it's being on like this schedule. Oh, now it's just us two. Great. I'm looking at my work stuff, and I'm just seeing who's on schedule. Because my whole schedule thing was messed up from a new store opening. So it's just me and the other girl does expo now, even though she's on the kitchen schedule. So let's see. Let me get back to the schedule while I'm doing this, and I mean not a little bit past here in Memphis. So yeah, I did do a test race here because this was going to be an Exalted PD's Cup Season 3 track here late in that season, and I had fun with the testing. I liked the track, so I figured I'd have fun doing this race here, and I think I think I didn't really get a good AI rating on the track here, although I did put this up to about 80-ish%, about around where mid 80s or whatever, somewhere around there. Because yeah, some tracks I definitely wouldn't be able to do right with the ratings. Homestead had a weird rating honestly for the next race. I did have to play with that one for that one. But yeah, Homestead will be a fun one next race, and like I said, this will be just kind of chilled out one here. Just a bit of a sprint here day. This one here at Memphis, which I mean I don't really mind. I do kind of find it funny though. This race was put really short, so yeah, just let the kind of race go through here. Was watching Connie Gray, actually your Daytona winner, and your new 2024 points leader too, obviously with Cale being out. However, since Jalen Will didn't really have much of a great race, they're still third and fourth in the points. And Latanya is actually 19 points ahead of Caleb going to Sonoma, and I think Caleb Campbell could possibly have a good run at Sonoma in the next gen car too. By the way, so let's see how it goes. We got Caleb is about half the track ahead already. He pulled way more in this run. Of course, I think this run's probably been slightly or just about the same as the first run was there. And yeah, definitely surprised for Kinsley to be out of the race too here. And Jayla Bell's not running good either right now. It looks like kind of around mid 15. So possibly Jalen Turner in the points lead. She's up to 5th, and she's coming from 19th place right now. And yeah, Jed Turner leads second line here. He's looking for his best. I think second will be Jed's best career finish. There's Jalen Turner. And Jalen Turner probably doesn't even have a win yet. Well, I mean, we're only 8 races in. But I'm also pretty sure, too, only Chevys have won seasons. Like, Toyota hasn't won yet. Obviously, Ford has not won yet. And, yeah, I think Toyota's been really closer than Ford, honestly, in these races. Yeah, Jalen Turner's been mainly runner-up a few times. I know she was runner-up at Atlanta. Garrett was runner-up at Kentucky recently. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. And I think someone could challenge Caleb here, possibly. They could get the win, but we'll see. Yeah, like I said, too, just some chill-out race there in Memphis. Just kind of single file. And I think the 7 will be approaching the back here in a little bit. Gracie Barlow ran the last among the cars here. There's Connor Jacqueline. Of course, we saw Jacqueline and Caleb get into a little bit in New Hampshire with their first race for them both being together on the track. And, yeah, that was an interesting one. But, yeah, so, like I said New Hampshire, too. Caleb could do something pretty funny, too, if he does win here and Sonoma now, because he did win New Hampshire. He could win all 3 races of his return races here if he does end up winning today in this one. Yeah, Caleb could end up winning all 3 of the races here. I don't know why I stopped speaking about that. But, yeah, and, also, I mentioned this too in the last video. I've actually started working on the 2025 Cup schedule for the year-long format. So, I'm thinking of adding 2 races to the calendar, making a 32-race season. Kind of ending it a little later in September. I think we're probably in mid-September. Or I could still stay with the 30 races. I know Pocono won't be a track anymore. And I guess if I don't add it 2 new tracks, I can't really think of 2 new places. The schedule was kind of already done with that season. We're near 10 to go in this one. Also, I'm going to update Martinsville after I did Martinsville today. And also, too, nobody's going to be able to see this update, but there's also another update, too, I will mention in the Dover race, because I want to go ahead and make sure I have a certain car for the mention to, I guess, kind of talk about it in that video. But basically, I decided to go say, hey, you know what, I'll go and count one of these seasons in the CRL here, and yeah, it's a pretty old one. I just don't know what the points results were at all. So I gotta guess who was the main drivers in the field were, and then yeah, I'll do all that too at the same time. And actually, let's see. Did anyone comment on Left Turn's Daytona 500? Oh, I've been the only comment all season that wasn't Left Turn himself, just time stamping when the duel started for his goals. And Latanya Gray didn't really get to have a good run there for a win. I was hoping Latanya was somehow win that race, and then Kate Summers nearly won it actually. And Caleb Campbell about live Gracie Barlow here in this one. So, yeah, so as I'm recording this video, the race actually got 23 minutes. So my computer still had these I was looking at. Well, I was letting the upload and uploading some school stuff because my fall games were due next week for the fall semester of my school, which is, and my dad does not finish his class, so that's going to be a pain in my butt. But, yeah, so back here at Memphis. So 8 laps to go, and Caleb Campbell lead. Right now looking to get around Connor Jacqueline here in this one. And yeah, Caleb led both races. And oh, Caleb and Connor. Caleb makes a little contact there. And, oh, right at 35 there. 35 did not move there. And Caleb Campbell gets Connor Jacqueline. Him and Grayson Barley get together. We're under caution. Oh, and the 91 lets the 7 run into him. And we're under caution. And we just saw that when it was Jacqueline, all that. I'm not worried about watch replay. That will pull one more Fox moment here, but Caleb Campbell is still in the lead. And we're going to have a late restart of Memphis after a long green flag run here in this race. And Gall was blown by the pace car there. Surprisingly, no penalty for flying. But yeah. I'll have restart 2 to go here. So, I mean, still a pretty quick race here. So I'm at 20 minutes of the race being ran here, looks like. And yeah, Caleb Campbell in the lead. Jalen Turner in second. Jet Turner in third. So honestly, good for Jet to be running good here in this one day and to look for his first career win still. Same with Joshua Bartlett, look for his first win. Emma Bartlett, last race winner up here. Madison Holder. Having a good day here. I feel like she get a top 5 here, but who knows? Latonya Gray, new Cup Series points leader, run top 10. The William Bales, great to see. And the Jalen Turner. Jay Turner, your 2,000 points leader out of the race. And Jalen Bales might lose the points lead. Jalen here. We have 2 laps to go here in Memphis. So, yeah, we'll see if Caleb can hang on here. He's been very strong all day, basically leading every lap so far. So, just 2 more laps to go here in this one. And barring the 7 having a buffoon moment or blowing an engine, Caleb Campbell probably has one to bag with the lap cars in the way between him and Jalen. 2 laps to go in Memphis. And Caleb Campbell looking for the race win. Jalen Turner will jump bringing Gracie Bartlett right behind. But, yeah, 7 car does pull away here. And right now, just like CR2000, Caleb Campbell dominated New Hampshire, got the race win, and out your day in the X Series here in New Hampshire. Caleb Campbell looked the same, and you know, last race he did win here, Nashville and Kentucky. I mean, he also actually led every single lap in that race. So far, if Caleb seems to lead every lap in the race, it looks like he will win, and that's looking to be the case here. 1 more lap to go in Memphis, and Caleb Campbell an easily dominant victory today in this one here in Memphis as well. Down to the extra 1 final times. I mean, just barring running into the pit road wall now. But yeah, it's Caleb Campbell. 3-3-4 final time. It was a dominant one here at Memphis, and Caleb Campbell will complete 2 of the 3 races return from suspension as a race winner, as Caleb Campbell is going to win it here at Memphis. Caleb Campbell is your race winner here in CRL 2000 today. So Caleb gets the win here, and here's kind of everybody else going through here after they have finished. Not sure who jumped up or fell back on the restart. We'll look at the results after the race, obviously. But yeah, Caleb Campbell, your race winner. And there he is, and he'll go through turn 3, 4 here, go celebrate on the front stretch, do his burnouts. And then we'll get to the results of your points here after this 1-8 here. I'm pretty sure the car won't hit the wall that easily, but I think you have to go into grass here on the track too to do the burnouts too. But anyway, Caleb will be your race winner, and he'll get to burn it down once again season. And honestly, I need to do the math here and do the whole combined thing here, because I'm pretty sure Caleb has won 30 races just this year. All right, here we go. So, yeah, I also made a little mistake there. And, so the rest of the burnout, I think, the rest of the video, on the racetrack is me going to look for Victor Lane in Memphis. And I'm pretty sure I didn't find it. I went in the garage area and then drove around like an idiot. And, yeah, so, Caleb Campbell does get the race win. This is actually qualifying results here. So here's the extra race results, sorry. But yeah, so Caleb Campbell gets the race win here today, led every single lap. So basically, he's actually 4 for 4 for leading every lap in an X Series race and winning. So, yeah, if you let Caleb lead every lap in a racing series, he's probably going to win easily. And I think he's had 8 wins actually in the 2000s season. So like I said, Caleb has had a really dominant year overall, just winning wise. However, being consistent in the points has not been the case though, and of course, missing 1 race each in all 3 of the main series right now definitely hurts Caleb in the championship too as well right now at the moment. And well, mainly 2000, he can still come back in this series in the year-long format with the remaining races, but. We'll see though with 2000 season. Of course, Dover's next in the video lineups. That's probably going to be a pain in the butt anyway for that how that track runs. But anyway, yeah, Jalen Turner saying good run for Jalen to go from 19th to 2nd here in this race today, by the way. Jet Turner, Joshua Bartlett, Emma Bartlett, your top 5. Latonya Gray, William Bales, Matt Holder, Kate Summers, and Bracey were top 10. Yeah, Maddie was running top 5 all day, and I felt like she could get a good finish, but yeah, fell back there at the end of this one. Everybody else in the field here, Jalen Bales, definitely not a great run for Carrington. I mentioned him earlier. It seems like he always has 1 good race and a bad race. I think he had 2 in a row here of bad races right now. So, yeah, but I think on the Mile House, he's run very well too. So, we'll see. I think he'll do good at Homestead next race, or kind of like the mile after 2 mile tracks, honestly. Seems he's able to do good on. And everybody else here in the field. So, Yeah, Madison was involved in that wreck there with Kinsley there early on in the race about lap 8. And then, of course, Kinsley with her first career DNF after that. And man, I felt so bad for Kinsley when that happened. I realized she got involved in the wreck. I was like, oh, dang, Kinsley wrecked for once in this series here. And Jace turned, I knew Jace blew up early on in this race when I ran it, but I didn't realize it was right on the grid, actually. So, yeah, I didn't know that. It was kind of like Slick Johnson back at Atlanta on this first race for this season here in this series. And yeah, fortunate for Jace. And I don't really have a car to really replace that number 8 car, so I'll just have to see how it goes for Jace because that is another fallback in this series here. So Jace turned better hope that Jalen Bales doesn't run good anymore in 2000 season going to Dover and then the final few races there because Jace Turner, if he wants to get that 4th career championship, is looking like a long road to really try to get in this series here, this series specifically. Yeah, Jalen Turner to the points lead after the race 1 year. Of course, it was a bit of a short race too, so it feels we're already getting points here, and I feel like it should be recording longer on the race. Yeah, Jalen Bales down to second after not much of a great finish here. Jalen Turner, she's been kind of top 10 every race so far this season, and most top 5s too, along with Caleb Campbell, who's, of course, all his top 5s, top 10s were all his wins too, by the way. Yeah, Latonya Gray actually jumps third in points. I just realized she's kind of third in this series here. So she's running quietly consistent right now in top 10s, running good so far. Emma Barley, your Roadmaker, or your Road Atlanta winner, top 5. William Bales, Kinsley Hassel falls back to 7th from after being in third, for a while on this season. And yeah, everybody else here. So yeah, of course, Yates, Kate Summers, and Joshua Barley are top 10 in the points early on. Joshua, that actually I think would be his best career spot in points right now. Carrington Hattie just out top 10 here, so we're in first 7 races. I think race 8 will kind of be like that first third point of the season. So let's see, like Eli 13th, Jet Turner is actually running decent for what he usually does. Bracey kind of falling back here, but of course this field is really competitive too as well. Same time, just same for Cam Spinner. Surprisingly back here a little bit. There's Ozzy and Nick Owens still running kind of where he usually has been in his career so far. And the CRL starting out. Yeah, Jace Turner down to 25th. That is not good for him so far. And yeah, hopefully Jace will be able to make a bit of a comeback in the season and get some good runs and wins here, hopefully in this season. But yes, I do here for the video in this one day. So they watching this is probably it feels like a short video for me. Probably be a short video going on the channel too. But yeah, so congratulations, Caleb, on the race win his return. Next race will be at Homestead, and like I said, I remember running a race till last Thursday. I lost my breath at the end of that race, just how good it was. And I am going to definitely hope I do commentate that race very well. And I think we're about to see a legendary finish CRL, by the way, too. A very legendary finish in this series. Yeah, but once again, thank you for watching Sport Channel like always. And yes, we Kill Campbell with the Campbell Race League signing out, and I'll see y'all next time.